Let me start with saying that obviously we have a lot to improve on, but I was really pleased with the way our guys, their attitude and efforts tonight was really good. I thought we played very unselfishly, did some good things. I think we, there were a lot of nerves out there, but that's exactly what an exhibition game is for, is just try to get some guys out there that and play when the lights are on and with our crowd and everything like that. But I was proud. I thought that we had some good efforts. Defensively, not too bad, getting a little bit better. I think Nino Johnson really had a big night. I thought he played well, and I think if he plays with that kind of passion every night, we have a chance to be a competitive team. And that's obviously the jury's still out on that. I tell him every day that consistency is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for you to do it every day, and he's been doing that since he's turned into our senior. Since he's turned into a senior, he's certainly been leading this basketball team, and I thought he did. I thought he played with some good passion, and I thought Josh Langford did some good things. I thought everybody that played well. I thought all of our freshmen played well. I thought J.T. Jones came in. He was a spark, and he just finds a way. He finds a way, every day. He comes to practice with his hard hat on, and he just gets things done. He fills up a stat sheet: 14 points, I think 6 rebounds. That's productivity, and that's what we're looking for. So he's going to try to find his way out there on the floor. So I'm excited about our team. Rusty, sure, no question about that. But this is just exactly what we needed to get on tape, and so now we can learn from this and hopefully improve every night out. And hopefully we'll be better on Saturday night.
Okay. What were some of those improvements that stick out in your mind that you really need to focus on?
Well, I think defensively we got better as the game went on. We want to use our athleticism, use our length, and I thought after we settled down, and our guys sometimes, regardless of how you look at that, sometimes when you bring in a non-Division I team, it's always the same thing what they're thinking. I mean, I was once a player too, and I'm sure they were thinking all day long: shoot, run, holler, and follow. But the point is that everybody can play. Missouri Baptist is a good team. They're well coached, and they make you play defense. And trust me, we're going to play a lot tougher teams than that. But I thought that once we settled down and stopped jumping around for everything and getting ready to run downhill on offense again, I thought we settled down and we made some better stops. I thought we did a decent job with that. But we had some guys that were rusty. I thought J.J. Thompson, he hadn't played in over a year. I thought that if you look at him, you can correlate that as maybe Josh Langford of last year. But I thought Josh Langford was much better this year. If you look at him now, he's in much better condition. He didn't foul out of the game. He was explosive. He was our high point guy. He did some good things. And so I was proud of those guys. I was really especially proud of our freshmen. I thought Marcus Wallace was good. I thought he did some good things. I thought T.J. Thomas did good. Darius Coleman, I mean, I can go on and on. But I thought the spark in the first half was Jamal Calvin. I thought he came in and gave us that experience, hit some good shots, and I thought he did some good things defensively.
What did you kind of tell your players as this game went on to settle them down? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think the biggest thing is we got to go back to work, and we want to improve every day. We want to get better for next game, and I thought defensively we still have a long ways to go. Obviously, free throw shooting was a sore spot tonight, but again, it was a lot of the young guys, freshman guys that missed the majority of those. So I'm not going to put too much stock into that right now. But defensively, just getting a little bit better every day. Hopefully, these games are good for us because we're able to gain a little bit of confidence, and we're able to play in front of the lights, playing against some competition that may not be as good as what we're going to play one of these days, but we certainly don't take anything away from that because winning is precious. It doesn't matter, and it's about winning. And it's a lot easier for me to jump on my guys tomorrow and make them play a lot harder after a win than it is a loss. A loss, I tell you, you got to be careful. But after a win, now you can really get into them and teach and get better. And I think our guys want to learn. This team really wants to win. They want to win. We certainly miss Aaron and Jarikas. we certainly miss those two guys because that's that senior. You know, I tell my freshmen every day that, hey, you guys are my babies. You know, you guys are my babies, and one of these days you're going to grow into men. And when you do, man, you're gonna be something. If you look at Antonius Cleveland, I thought he was special. You know, didn't have a great game defensively, but you can tell he's been there and done that. He's gotten bigger and stronger. Man, he flies around there and he creates a lot of problems for an opponent. So, but I think in terms of these guys getting older, I was really proud of our young guys tonight. Our freshmen had a chance to play tonight, and that was a good thing.
How come Aaron didn't play tonight?
Aaron he had a freak accident yesterday in practice. He went after a loose ball, and he got an elbow to the cheek, and he's fractured had multiple fractures in his cheekbone. His eyes completely shut, so they're going to wait for the swelling to go down to make sure there's not anything more serious than it is. It's very serious. But we're confident and optimistic that with some time he'll be back ready to play. Obviously, have to play with a mask or something like that, but just time is going to heal that one.
You featured a press tonight throughout most of the games. That's something you're going to work on a lot this year.
We certainly have. That's a good question. That's something that we feel like that we have enough depth, number one, and we feel like that we're long, we're athletic, and we have length. And so I think that, and I thought it played a role tonight. I thought it wore them down a little bit, especially with about 5 minutes to go in the first half. We saw them starting to get winded, and it was due to that pressure. And I think that's what we can do. Now, as a coach, you know, I pull my hair out when people shoot wide up layups, and sometimes in a press, you give up a layup or you give up an easy shot, and that's something that we're going to try to live with a little bit because we want to play and play at that speed, and I think we can do that. But look for us to continue to do that when we can, and hopefully again Saturday night.